Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you new. They pulled up 5 deep. They was looking for 2 people. I want everybody to know Charleston White, he ran out the house, hopped right in the car. He was finna pull off and chase him, but they told him, stay in the car, stay in the car. Next thing you know, they blocked this car off and 2 squad cars rolled down the street and went to go chase him. Once they hopped out, they already was in the driveway, so they apprehended the suspects on feet. Moneybagg Yo wanted him to shut his mouth. He was doing too much talking. You can't be doing all that talking to these rappers. Don't jag your spot and jeopardize your position all because you want to be Mr. Tough Guy. I want everybody to know Charleston White, you saw what happened with the manager. And everybody know for a fact that Charleston White, he already said little hints on Blac Youngsta was the one who orchestrated, set up everything. And everybody know Blac Youngsta is on the radar of the feds right now. And I don't blame her. I don't blame her for what she came out and really, she exposed them. She exposed and she basically said that Maurice Hill pulled right up with the mop stick, with the not the banger, y'all, not the thumper, not the thuka. Y'all gotta understand, he pulled up with the mop head, man, so that they can clean up. Why would he pull up with the supplies to clean up something that needs to be in the evidence compartment? This is a crime scene. This is a place where somebody got sent up at. Maurice came with the bleach. He had the Clorox cleanup, and y'all gotta really look at what's going on because they said, why did Maurice throw away the gloves? Why was it less to clean when the feds got there?
Exactly, and anybody that knows anything about cleaning up, they had 15 minutes before the whole unit arrived to the parking lot. And so they could have been cleaning up quickly, like when your parents on the way home and you had a party and you got to get rid of everything. Because as soon as the dude stepped in and looked at the whole back of the kitchen, why is there brand new garbage bags and no trash inside any of the bins? The baskets was emptied and taken out. That's why they said that if you go back and look, it was young Dolph phone found in the dumpster fire, and that dumpster fire could have had anything with all the evidence from the Makitas, because people dumpster dive and jump in and take things and do all sorts of stuff. That's why they have the no dumping signs at most places, because they don't want anybody to come there and throw the garbage away and get it taken out and to the landfill, and you might have hit the bank or something like that, and they got the red notes in there with the ink, and that's how they end up finding people. So when the waste management came and took that away, they knew the garbage day was the next day, so they moved all the vans, could have been moved out the way so that the dumpster could have been emptied into the waste management truck that pulls up. The only people that would have seen Dolph phone hit the bottom of the truck, because that's the first stop on Airways, is right by the airport, so they pick up the trash first at Makita's in the laundromat, and you could hear the thump of Dolph's phone and wallet hitting the bottom of the empty garbage truck, and the only people that could have actually verified that is the garbage men. And so the young Dolph lawyers is going to interview the garbage men to get the whole entire story.
And everybody know for a fact that once they came out and they said that the 2 dudes was in custody, not Straight Drop, not Cornelius Smith, not Govan, not Big Jill, the 2 dudes who ran in Family Dollar. And I know a lot of people, they sit back and said, who was those dudes? That was Marcus, and y'all gotta understand, Marcus, they call him Kesey. Y'all gotta understand. Y'all know who Kesey is in Memphis by Airways, Hollins, and Hollywood Boulevard. Y'all know for a fact Kesey be hanging with Stan. Him and Stan was the ones that ran up in the Family Dollar, and Stan already told Kesey, hold on, hey, G, we're gonna run up in here. Y'all gotta understand, it was more than 2 people who hopped out and hit young Dolph up. Y'all gotta really look at it, because the eyewitnesses already said 007, and everybody already, they saw it. They saw the 2 dudes run in there. They got the footage.
Exactly, and that's the reason why young Dolph brother had the funny feeling at the beginning, because when he knew Dolph was there already for the music video, and he got the WhatsApp text saying that Snoop Bands wasn't answering, then he quickly ran, but he was already on Elvis Presley Boulevard, which is at least 30 minutes away from Airways. And so by the time he got there, you never seen Marcus Thornton car pulled up in that front parking lot. It was never there. So that means the only other place that his car could have been there is on the side.
Dude and them did not want to get seen on the camera, and from what Kesey said, once they booked them for a robbery. It ain't had nothing to do with the Young Dolph situation. So I'm looking like, hold on, why is Kesey and Stan, why is they sitting back still out while Big Jook and everybody went down and they done locked up Straight Drop? It's crazy, man, because Mia J, she looking at it like she don't trust nobody in Memphis. And Mia J, she already said she gone by the 31st. She already said she gone by the 31st. She moving out the city.
And that's why since they already know that, they restricted all the phone calls and phone usage for Straight Drop because he got all the information about Govan and them, so he started releasing the diss tracks, and so they don't want him to do that because since they releasing Govan, they don't want Straight Drop's diss tracks to have people go after Govan because he's the only person that just got freed out of the bunch of the 9 people that they rounded up.
And everybody can sit back and look at it like, yo, Gotti, the whole restaurant getting hit up and they spending the bin on the restaurant. We all know for a fact that was meant to happen because of what happened with Dolph. Dolph owned half of Makita's, and we all know for a fact that the deeds that was in that safe at that realtor spot, that he had multiple homes. The deed that was in there for Maurice Hill to pull up, and they got it on camera. The front porch, the ring light. Y'all gotta understand. Yo, hey, me and Jay looked and said, what is Maurice pulling up with, and why do he got a key? He pulled up when they got the deeds to Makita's, and now they instantly moved from Makita's, got it remodeled and everything. They went downtown, they moved into a whole new apartment after they got the GoFundMe. Next thing you know, almost a year later, they get a whole new store, the same spot where Young Dolph got sent up. Oh, we gonna make this a memorial spot for Young Dolph, but we gonna still sell these cookies because we gotta get this money because we still got bills to pay. Quote unquote, Makita Raven.
And the only reason Dolph was pulling up and checking up on the parking lot back in July and back in November is because he was the only one that had the permits to build a high-rise at where that cookie shop is. They was gonna demolish Makita's anyways, but they wanted to find an opportunity to flip that into a new store. And that's exactly what happened. The only reason they got the downtown was because of the whole all of the debris that came in and all the damage to the walls and to that bathroom. You got to remember that bathroom, they said, was completely totaled. And so when they had the totaled unit, they got a whole new one and everything, plus the GoFundMe money and whatever was in that safe.
Everybody know for a fact that once they pulled up, it was multiple cars. Young Dolph know for, y'all know, if y'all rockin' with Young Dolph, man, RIP Young Dolph, man. Throw them flippers up in the comment section. Throw them dolphins. I want to see at least 10 dolphins for each subscriber. At the end of the day, we know for a fact this is a revolving door. We have to open our eyes to what's really going on because it's sad that this had to happen, but it was unfortunately like an unfortunate situation. And Young Dolph, he went out without his people helping him. He had too many people. He was paying them people. And Makita Raven, them supposed to protect that man when he walked up in that shop. They supposed to have security or something. Ain't no way it's 2 dudes running in Family Dollar and then Straight Drop them hopping out with the Drakes. Go van on the inside. Come on now. Big Jig across the street. Too many people, like, in all actual reality, from what the reports is stating, this is a revolving door, and we gotta realize and open our eyes to the fact of what's really going on because it's a sad situation. Watch who you keep around you. Watch the company you keep, man, because he had all them hood niggas up in. He had all them hood niggas with him, man. At the end of the day, I ain't gonna even sugarcoat it, man. He had too many people with him that was in the hood with their own cliques who wanted to be at the top just like him. Young Dolph know for a fact that he had what he had going on, but he still did what he did. Big Moochie, Grape, Paper Route Woo, Key Glock, Snoop Bands, and the list goes on. I want y'all to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you rockin' with Young Dolph. Inside of Makeda's, they only had 3 cameras, y'all. Everybody think that Makeda's had 10 cameras in every corner. No, Makeda's only had a camera in the back room where the office was, where they always do the transactions at. They had a camera at the back door, and they had a camera right there by the register. You couldn't really, if you can really look at the fact of what happened 2 weeks before Dolph got sent up, y'all will know that the cookie shop got robbed. The cookie shop got robbed already, and you can see the direction that the camera was pointed in. Y'all gotta look at the fact that where Dolph's arm was hanging out the window, it was no cameras right there. That camera was broke.
Exactly, and so when they got the new one from ADT, they mounted it too high. So that's what's blurry, and the whole thing is blocking the scene because there was a table right there by that window that Dolph tripped over, and the plant was right there. So the fact that by the time everybody got there, who cleaned and mopped up everything that sprayed onto the plant? When the exchange was made, they already knew that they had the access to the stash that was already inside the tax place that Dolph was trying to get into.
And the feds already said, as soon as they came in, they, hold on, why'd y'all cleaning up? That's why Maurice had that dumb look on his face. Y'all gotta really look at the fact that MPD is not the feds. You gotta understand, once TBI step in, it's over with. Cause we already know for a fact that MPD, they went in there, they looking like, hold on, Maurice them cleaning up. Why they cleaning up? Because everybody in the Memphis Police Department know Maurice, because they stopped there to get their donuts. Y'all gotta understand, they don't just sell cookies, they sell edibles, they sell little coffee. Y'all gotta really pay attention to what's going on, because in all actual reality, we know for a fact, Dolph didn't have a one-track mind. Dolph had all type of stuff up in that store, y'all. And understand, the most selling cookies was the Dolph cookies.
Exactly. And the Tennessee TBI volunteers, they don't miss, because they're gonna figure out everything, including if there's a connection between the GoFundMe money and the stash that Dolph had at the tax place. Because the Chrome Heart bag that got taken out of his trunk was supposed to be deposited into the room right next door to the Makeda's. When they said that that restaurant has too many hallways and too many rooms, it's because there are secret trap doors that could lead you in and out. That's how Govan was able to get away so quickly and swiftly without being detected by any of the workers that was back there. Because how could they have one worker in the front when there's a whole celebrity superstar there? Anytime celebrity go to a restaurant or something like that, the entire staff would take pictures with them and line up and actually hang and frame that onto the window. And the thing is that as soon as that was supposed to happen, that's when the window ricocheted out, and it was from the inside towards the out that made it push first.
You gotta really pay attention to what me and Jay said on IG Live. It was speculation. Did Young Dolph go in Makeda's through the front door early in the morning and let everybody know that he's a multi-millionaire pulling up in a $200,000 car, and it's $300,000 altogether, plus the extra $100,000 that he put for the bulletproof side panels? I want y'all to really look at everything that Govan just stated. Govan, he spoke out. He opened up to me and Jay. Me and Jay looked at her like, hold on. So this is what really happened? Key Glock was supposed to be the one who went up there and got the footage when he shot the music video, because the same back door that Young Dolph pulled to, that was the same, like, he went through the side gate. Marcus Thornton went around the front and parked the car 15 minutes later after Young Dolph never came back out of the cookie shop. And from what everybody in Memphis keeps saying, Govan, he was inside of Makeda's. I don't know if he was in the lobby of Makeda's. I'm not saying that he was on the side by the bathrooms where them 2 doors at. I want y'all to understand, it's too many hallways in Makeda's. Makeda's is a nice sized restaurant. Y'all gotta really pay attention to this.
Yeah, and they took the keys away from Dolph, man, because he had the backup set of keys to the tax place and the door that they share to the side of the cookie shop. If Govan knew that, then that's how they know the music video was going on, and he snuck in there through the side because they keep that door open. They said that themselves out of their own mouth. If you go back and look, you will find out that Govan could have been already in there since they was doing the late orders overnight. Like they said, they had late orders that night. So who was in and out of it? If they had delivery people and everything like that, there's no recollection of exactly who that could be. It could be a different person in that door at all times. And then Govan, all he has to do is just go in right after the chefs.
Not only did Govan pay the people to actually go out and do the thing, to go out there and shut everybody. Hey, they shut the whole cookie shop down when Young Dolph came, y'all. Y'all gotta really look at it because they was already open. They knew Young Dolph was finna pull up for the music video. Once Govan showed up and Govan let them know the money already on the wood, everybody already knew for a fact they couldn't go in that cookie shop. Next thing you know, Govan, he FaceTime Big Jook pulled right up. And this is coming straight from Memphis and Atlanta, you guys. I want y'all to really pay attention to it because it was speculated that Straight Drop, he was the one who basically was the outcast of the whole group. He was the one who, he didn't like Mia J. So you guys gotta really pay attention to what's going on. R.I.P. to Young Dolph, man, because at the end of the day, we know for a fact that Straight Drop wanted to be in that music video.
Exactly, and Govan goes to that laundromat every weekend. They see him there using the soap and everything like that. So as soon as they seen Maurice jump in and change the clothes, that's when the handoff happened because they could have exchanged anything at that moment. And so when Govan goes running, 901 Trigger Tray car is right there. So when you hear about the two people that went into the Family Dollars, that's the cover for the one person that goes back behind the bushes right by the fence because it's at least 5 feet, which is enough room for somebody to run through that. And they don't mow it, but they kept it mowed this one time just so that you could quickly escape through there. And you would have never known if somebody got into the other backside of 901 Trigger Tray car because it's undiscovered at this moment because the angle don't show. The only person that seen what could have happened was the Keosha James because she was right there. If the arm is out the window, everybody looking at that while the truck is speeding off and turning and going all the way down Pecan and running right back around the airway. So by the time that the people try to go after him, he pulled the U-turn already and they lost him on the residential street because it's 25 miles an hour. One thing you got to know about it is that if somebody is trying to chase through or anything like that, they can't be taking that sharp left turn around the cars that's parked on the street. The truck had the V8. 901 Trigger Tray knows he got a V8. That's why he pulled up in that truck that day because they know that they got to be on the move. It was already stated the fact that they was eating breakfast right across. The people who was there at the breakfast restaurant seen what happened at the cookie shop restaurant. And they was confused why the cookie shop was open so early because none of the bakeries open in Memphis until in the afternoon.
Everybody can sit back and really pay attention and really take heed to what's really going on. Really put your finger on the key evidence from what they stated. You never supposed to be in the left lane if you in tour with anybody. And if you still live in the city, when you get the bag, move out your hood. You gotta understand, they didn't respect Dolph. They sat right there, let Dolph buy all that equipment for that studio. They went in that studio every single day. And Big Moochie Grape and Paper Raul, he already said what happened. And I want y'all to understand, Paper Raul, he don't hang with Key Glock no more because of what happened with Gotti Restaurant. Paper Raul, he already said the two dudes who did it was related to him. So I want y'all to understand, this is family connected. It was orchestrated by CMG. Y'all gotta really look at what's going on because inside of Makita's, they only had 3 cameras, y'all. Everybody think that Makita's had 10 cameras in every corner. No, Makeda's only had a camera in the back room where the office was, where they always do the transactions at. They had a camera at the back door, and they had a camera right there by the register. You couldn't really, if you can really look at the fact of what happened 2 weeks before Dolph got sent up, y'all will know that the cookie shop got robbed. The cookie shop got robbed already, and you can see the direction that the camera was pointed in. Y'all gotta look at the fact that where Dolph's arm was hanging out the window, it was no cameras right there. That camera was broke.
Exactly. And so when they got the new one from ADT, they mounted it too high. So that's what's blurry, and the whole thing is blocking the scene, because there was a table right there by that window that Dolph tripped over, and the plant was right there. So the fact that by the time everybody got there, who cleaned and mopped up everything that sprayed onto the plant? When the exchange was made, they already knew that they had the access to the stash that was already inside the tax place that Dolph was trying to get into.
And the feds already said, as soon as they came in, hold on, why is y'all cleaning up? That's why Maurice had that dumb look on his face. Y'all gotta really look at the fact that MPD is not the feds. You gotta